hadn't seen you in a while, come talk to us. We miss you, you don't come see us.
I know, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Now, I just wondered, I read recently, which I'm sure you all did in the Fayetteville Observer, about a problem we were supposed to have had in our administration in the offices as far as the funding was concerned, that some sections were overdrawn or things had to be moved to them in order to balance. And this came from, allegedly from the state, that somebody had checked it. So I would like to know what is really going on. Has this been settled? Has this been explained? Is everybody doing what they're supposed to do? Was there anything illegal in it that you did in there? I didn't think you did. I'm just asking.
Actually, because we're paid 26 times a year, we actually get a payroll at the end of our fiscal year that actually falls on 7/2, which is a new fiscal year.
Mm-hmm.
It's called an accrual. Normally, we have found in previous years, it's happened and we get a finding for it. So because we're watching our books a lot better this year, we decided to make the move earlier this year, and that's why it was moved earlier for each department. We approved our ordinance a little bit different in the 2015-16 year. We did the ordinance by department instead of by unit.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't put all juvenile justice, everything together. We didn't lump it as public safety and DHSS. We lumped it by each department as a separate entity this time. So when our interim finance director did it this time, we had to do it by each department. So we actually moved it earlier this year. Instead of moving it on June 30th, we just went ahead and did the accrual now. So no one is over and we don't get a finding at the end of our audit this year. So we didn't do anything wrong. We're just making the moves earlier because we're keeping the board up to speed now on what we need to get done before our auditors come and start their preliminaries. We're making our moves now.
Well, so did the state not understand that? Why
The state understood it, but that was our findings from last year. That's last year's audit, that's not this year's audit.
Oh, okay.
We're preparing for next year's audit, that's already last year's audit, so we're going forward for this year.
Okay, okay.
We're making moves for the audit that we're going to be going forward to, so we don't
Yeah.
have those findings that we had from last year.
Okay, it sounded just bad, you know, when you read it, especially when you get it in the Fayetteville Observer, where a lot of people don't know a thing about Hoke County.
Right.
And they read it and they say, oh, there are some shenanigans going on.
No,
And I'm
remember,
very
we're always an
defensive
audit
about
behind.
us.
Okay.
We're always an audit behind. We're
Yeah.
working to make sure we don't have any of those findings in our current audit, so that's what we're working on now.
Well, they did state somewhere near the bottom that there had been, items objected to in the past, and that the county has tried to take care of them, but it never gave the feeling that everything was A-okay, and that's why I was
We're working
asking.
hard.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Allen.